Hi Divas, so it's Shola here, and here we are at number 4 of this 4-part video series. And finally we're looking at speech delivery. So we're looking at how you can come across smoothly, confidently, and how you can even enjoy the experience rather than fearing it. So first of all, let's look at how to deal with nerves. Now what's always worked for me is that whenever I feel a little bit uncertain or nervous, I think to myself, hold on a sec, Shola. It's not about you, it's about the audience. And so I say that to you now. Remember that you're there to serve. You're there to serve the audience because they're giving you something that they will never get back, which is their time. And by thinking about them rather than thinking about yourself, that will hopefully deflect some of the nerves and the tension away. So first of all, remember that you're there to serve. Secondly, if you're worried that you're going to forget what you have to say, take note cards. Put your information on some 3x5 inch note cards and hold them in your hand and just refer to them. And provided they're not too big, so you're not taking sheaves of A4 paper, people will barely notice that you're referring to your notes. And sometimes people feel more confident when they see someone refer to notes because it means that they won't be forgetting anything or going off track. Remember, third point is to breathe. Make sure that you're breathing deeply because the slower and more deeply you breathe, the harder it is to actually feel nervous and flustered. So breathing is huge. Along the same lines, don't rush. Take your time. Your audience will appreciate a slower and more pronounced delivery rather than you rushing through things. And then also to help you with nerves is to visualize success. So rather than thinking of all the things that can go wrong, think about success. Think how you'll feel after you've delivered a wonderful talk and people are coming up to you and saying, wow, I didn't know that, or wow, that was so helpful, or wow, I'd love to give you my email address and do business with you. So if you start thinking along those lines and thinking about the marvelous outcomes that could result from your speech, then that will stop you from worrying too much. Another thing people ask is, where should I stand? So if you're in doubt, stand in the middle of the stage area. Try not to walk about too much unless it's with a purpose. So sometimes when people are nervous, they pace around a little bit. And if you can stop yourself doing that, that's great, because pacing can sometimes put the audience off. It can be distracting, and it can make the audience think about why is she walking around rather than listening carefully to your message. What about your hands? So let them hang loosely by your sides if you can. If you're the sort of person who gesticulates a lot and uses your hands, that's fine as long as it's natural. But beware of using too many hand gestures and confusing the audience or putting them off, again, distracting them from what you have to say. But decisive hand gestures are good, and there have even been some stats from polls that show that audiences trust people whose hand gestures and words are congruent. So they're more likely to trust you if you have congruent gestures and words than if you just speak with your hands by your sides. So it's really about what comes naturally to you. And then finally, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Be in the moment. Serve your audience. Remember to be yourself, because the audience want to know who you are. And we're all different. We're all unique. So don't feel that you've got to be robotic, or you've got to adopt particular gestures or a particular voice, because audiences can sense when you're being a bit phony or fake. So just be yourself, relax and enjoy. Be dynamic and animated and show your enthusiasm. So that's it. So in this very short video series, we looked first of all at what's the point. Then we looked at how to arrange your content. We looked at your open and your close, and here we've been looking at your speech delivery. I do hope this has been helpful to you. Remember that this is the quick start guide. It's not the full in-depth user manual, but this should be enough to get you going and hopefully to get you creating and delivering a speech that your audience and you will enjoy, and also giving you the space to actually have a good time on stage rather than be worried about it. Good luck, Diva.